Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be swatching for you all of my Colourpop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipsticks. I have 10 shades in front of me that I will be swatching. Most of them fall into the nudie neutral family because, go figure, that's what I love. I love Colourpop simply because they are $6 each. It is super hard to beat that price point. That being said, I will go ahead and just let you guys know that the Ultra Matte lipsticks do dry my lips out a fair amount. They do kind of crack off throughout the day. If you're okay to deal with that for $6, I think this is a great affordable way to try a ton of different liquid lipsticks. However, I might not recommend them for all day, full day wear. If you're trying to go for like 24 hours, I would much prefer their Ultra Satin formula. First color I have is called Midi. This is a very neutral pink color. What Midi looks like all applied. I love this. It is probably the closest to my natural lip color that I have in this collection. I am also going to read to you guys what Colourpop says on their website about each color because I have found more times than not their descriptions to be super off. So I do have you zoomed in now. It says whether you fancy a mini or a maxi, you'll be killing it in this neutral beige. I would definitely say they're pretty okay with that description, but it's just got a little more pink than neutral to me. But once again, that is the color Midi. The next color I have for you is hands down my absolute favorite. This is in the shade Trap. I can't even. I'm obsessed with this one. Described Trap as we're like, hey, what's up, hello, in this dusty grayed out beige, quote, grayish. I would say that's fairly accurate as well. I bought this because it reminded me of Lime Crime's Cashmere. I do not own that color, but I think this is pretty spot on for it. I love cool tones, you guys know this, but this once again is Trap and it is absolutely my favorite. The next color I have for you guys is Clueless. This is a pretty everyday wearable pink shade.
There's new Gilmore Girl episodes on Netflix, right?
Yes, Mom.
Just check.
Okay.
Call me tonight.
Okay. Love you, bye. Colourpop describes this as, by the way, 20 points for the Clueless reference. Says, never look like a full-on Monet in this dusty mauve pink. Love it. Perfect description on this one. It is definitely a dusty mauve pink, exactly. It is very more so on the cool side. That's not English. It is very much so more on the cool side of the spectrum, which is the pinks that I will gravitate to the most. Once again, this is Clueless. The next color I have for you guys is called Lumiere 2. I was a huge fan of the lippy stick in the shade Lumiere, so I figured I may as well go ahead and pick up the liquid lip version, Lumiere 2. They are vastly different, but I love them both. Have to bear with me on my application skills from this point on in the video. This is Lumiere 2. It is a very beautiful, cool toned, kind of like rose mauve color. I really love this color. I don't wear it a ton, but every time I put it on, I'm like, you need to start wearing this more. Once again, this is Lumiere 2. The next color I have for you is Stingray. Sadly, I did look this up as well. It is no longer available, but I still wanted to show it to you because it is a dupe for one of my favorite liquid lipsticks, which is Androgyny by Jeffree Star. So if you are still a big fan of Stingray, you can absolutely pick up Androgyny by Jeffree Star, and they are pretty much exact dupes. This is the color Stingray. I believe this was in a collaboration. So sadly, when Colourpop comes out with collabs, they only last until they sell out. But needless to say, I love this color. It is super, super spot on to androgyny, and it's just a really great backup to have. The next color I have is Kapow. I bought this because I thought it would be like a darker version of Trap. Once again, this turned out to be just a little too dark for my liking, but I have been known to bust it out on Halloween or other random occasions. The shade Kapow. This is just a little too dark for my personal taste. If you're looking for a super dark, cool toned brown, this will be right up your alley. Colourpop says Zach won't be the only guy waiting at your locker in this muted gray taupe. Even looking at the swatches of this color online, it looks drastically lighter than what I have on my lips right now. We're getting close to the end, you guys. This color is in the shade Mama. This is definitely one of their newer fall releases. I don't own any orange shades that I like. This one totally surprised me. I'm a big fan of it. And this is the shade once again in Mama. Colourpop describes this as a true burnt orange, and in person I very much feel so that it is. I think my lights wash this out and make it look a lot more red than it is. Let's see. I mean, that really doesn't help at all, does it? Oh, I've got magic going on right now. Okay, so ghost stories with Twiggy. No, just kidding. Maybe you can kind of tell a little bit, but it is definitely more burnt orange in person, but for some reason, you guys, it just shows up as like a true red orange on my camera. Once again, this is the shade Mama. It is the only red orange I've ever liked on myself. The second to last color I have for you guys is called Creeper. This is a true red color. I really don't know how else to describe it other than it's red. Really just red, y'all. This is Creeper. Colourpop describes this as a true classic blue red. I would argue with that. This definitely takes a lot more finessing than some other red lipsticks that I have, and I would definitely say this is more of a neutral red rather than a cool toned red. If this goes on a little too sheer, you'll see what I mean. It goes kind of pink. Other blue-based red lipsticks that I have, if they're a little sheer, they look more of a true red. This looks a little pink when it's sheared out. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but there are definitely a lot of other reds that I enjoy a lot more. Like I said, that's why I wanted to make this video, because I think the descriptions can be a little off sometimes. Definitely not the worst red in the whole world, but I definitely have reds that I like a lot better. But once again, this is Creeper. All right, guys, thank God this is the last color. This is the shade Dazzled. And I bought this because I have always had a lifelong dream of having a lipstick that matches my hair color, and this is the closest I've ever gotten. So zoomed in, this is Dazzled. I have to tell you guys, this one is hands down the worst formula out of all of them. There is about 5 layers of this to make it look opaque on my lips right now. I'm scared to touch them together too much. And once you layer the Colourpop lipsticks up, they really feel crummy on your mouth. But this one is definitely hands down the worst formula out of all of them. I don't know what is wrong with this. I wanted it to work so bad because it is such a good color with my hair. However, it doesn't work. It just feels super gross. I remember I went out with my mom once wearing this lip color, and we passed by a Sephora, and I was like, please let me go in there to remove this off of my lips. I feel like I'm dying. That's a little dramatic, but that's what happened. This is once again the shade Dazzled. I don't know, I probably would not recommend this one simply for the reasons I just stated. That is it, you guys. That is all of my Colourpop liquid lipsticks swatched for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know what your favorite color was down below, or if there's a color that you think I need to try. Please let me know in the comment section down below. I always love talking to you guys. If you're new here and you want to subscribe, I put out new videos every single Wednesday, and I would love to see you back here. Thanks again so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.